Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Tangent Podcast. Episode number 96 for the week of January 2nd, 2017. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We made it.
Yeah.
We made it. Hopefully.
Hopefully 2016 doesn't take anybody else.
Yeah. One of us might not be here next week.
Or during the rest of the podcast.
But anyways, we're the podcast for the site pixelatedpoints.com, where we talk about the news that we've been playing during the week in a little segment we like to call Under Your Thumb, and then we hop into the news with the drunken news. But first, I'm your host, Brian Thomas, alongside my lovable co-host, Justin Kane.
Hello, I have hives.
The beacon of light, Anthony Salvatore.
What's going on?
And the bootless wonder, Gary Hines.
What's up? I don't have hives.
You don't have hives.
Nope,
Justin
I'm
does
good.
have hives. Actually, that's a crazy story. So Justin came over here earlier today, and
Ate a cookie.
he had a cookie. He just had a cookie from
Pizza
the
place
pizza place down the street, and it's it's happened a bunch of times. And he just started getting really itchy and had
Woke
to take
up
some.
with the hives.
Yeah,
Almost went to the emergency room.
almost went to the
Looking at him
emergency
now.
room.
But
So
he's here. He's a trooper. He
Here.
fought through it.
yeah,
For you, listener. For you.
but so we haven't really
Yeah.
seen each other since before Christmas. So, Gary, tell me a little bit about your week. How was your Christmas? What'd you do?
Well, I didn't break any tables or any furniture this week.
Good.
So
That's
that's
good.
a
Do you
good
shop
start.
at Staples again?
I haven't gone back to Staples. I haven't got that return. Christmas was good. Holidays were good.
Nice.
I didn't have the ability to be off of work all week this week, like some of us.
Yeah.
But I've been working, so I don't really have any cool stories this week.
No.
No, I'm done.
That's how I like to
I'm done.
I'm
I
done.
like to end all my stuff.
Yeah,
Justin,
fuck it, I'm done.
how was your week, sir?
I was
Besides
good.
almost dying.
I almost died today. I was on the naughty list, so I got coal.
Oh, that's
That was
unfortunate.
it.
Or cookie?
That was it. Me and Krampus, we
Not
kicked
that
it.
surprising. Not that
We kicked
surprising.
it. So
Kicking it with Krampus.
Kicking
nice.
it with Krampus. Yeah, that's how I celebrate my Christmas.
Very nice.
Nice.
Anthony, what do you
Same
got?
thing. Work and then relax.
Krampus?
Yeah, Krampus.
Krampus.
Isn't it
Okay.
Krampus?
God, Mike, you got any? You got
I
any
was
stories?
sick on Christmas.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so you can thank your fiance for that.
I
Wow.
certainly will. I
Write that
certainly
down.
will. Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
take that
Thank
note.
to you.
Thank fiance. Gotcha. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I didn't really have much, just holidays with in-laws or to-be in-laws, and then
yeah.
my parents, and then back to her.
Meet the Fockers.
I've already met him, but
got
yeah.
tilts.
I got
Can you
nipples.
milk me?
Can you milk me?
Milk me. Yeah.
But anyways, we're a podcast about video games, and we're going to get into Under Your Thumb. But Justin, you went last week, so you get to choose. Who's going to go first?
I don't remember.
I saw that coming from.
Mile away.
Unbelievable. I'm going to
Who's
take
going
control of
first?
this, and I'm going to go first.
Go ahead, Gary.
Okay, so as you guys know, last week, me and God Mike put together a PC. So my whole week has been playing the PC. Yeah. So for all you casuals and peasants,
Oh shit.
Here we go.
I am full on elite now. I've never experienced
Fun
what
fact,
I've experienced.
you wouldn't be elite. You would say elite, not elite.
I'm elite.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
elite.
Corrected.
I'm an elitist.
Eat shit.
So the first game that I experienced on PC was Doom. So I know you guys saw some of it last week.
Mm-hmm.
I've played through this campaign multiple times on my Xbox One. I think it was one when we talked about it last week. It was a top 5 game of the year. Absolutely fantastic. It was like playing the game for the first time again. Like this,
The graphics.
I will say this game is the best looking game I've ever played in my entire life. Hands down.
Have you
On
played The
show.
Witcher 3
Yeah,
yet?
I was gonna say on
the
PC.
Not on PC.
On PC.
Yeah.
Not on PC, so I could retract that at a further
Do you want
time.
me to write that down?
Yeah. Take a note on that. Give me
Yeah.
some homework. But it is by far the best looking game I've ever played. It is outstanding. Playing it on all ultra settings, things running smooth. The most noticeable thing is like no frame rate drops whatsoever. Like I'm moving the mouse around as fast as I can, and nothing is blurring. Nothing is like everything is crystal clear. It is absolutely fantastic. It is so fast paced that like that game is
Already fast paced.
Yeah.
already fast paced. Now on PC, it's even faster. And with the graphical upgrade, like it doesn't miss a beat. They did such a good job with this game. I did play it on the easiest difficulty because I was learning mouse and keyboard. And so I haven't played mouse and keyboard in years. So it was a process. I'm feeling pretty good with it. I beat through the campaign. There's a couple other things though that I noticed on PC or just for the game itself, it might be on console as well. Is they've added in arcade mode. So arcade mode is pretty much they give you the ability to pick whatever mission or level you want to go to, and it drops you into the start of that mission and it gives you all the weapons that you would have up until that part in the game
Does it
from the very start.
Does it
You
after
get
you
to-
beat this?
No, you can do it from the get-go.
Do you get the like upgrades or like the points to upgrade?
It randomly gives you upgrades.
Okay, so it's just like
Whatever,
one
like-
mission you get
so,
the
like,
rockets on the machine gun.
I'm pretty upset with the machine gun when you mention it. They only give you the zoom capability.
Oh, they don't give you the rockets.
They don't give you the rockets.
Never
Because the
zoom.
first thing I did when I was going through the campaign is found the machine gun, upgraded the rockets,
Added rockets.
got unlimited rockets, and then just rained hell on everyone. But I wasn't able to do that in arcade mode. So in arcade mode, there's a timer and there's a score multiplier. So as you go in, you kill something, you get ×2. You kill something else, you get ×4, so forth and so forth, up until times 32. If you get hit by something, your score goes down. There's also collectibles that will.
Gesundheit.
There's also
This fucking guy, get your shit together, man. What are you sick or something?
Thanks, guy.
there's also collectibles that add to your score if you find them, but you're timed. And for me, like this adds the replayability to the game itself because you're always going for that high score. You can play on any difficulty that you want. And
was
there's
like
leaderboards
This was in Wolfenstein, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
potentially.
It was ranked.
So it was added into the game since the last time I played it, which is cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
The other thing is I played some Snap Map. Which
Is that the multiplayer?
No, so Snap Map is kind of like to those that play Halo Forge mode where people, the community, create maps. They create levels
For you to play.
for us to play.
Cool.
So it's kind of like Super Mario Maker,
But it doesn't have
for
to
Doom.
be multiplayer.
It doesn't
Gotcha.
have to be multiplayer. They have solo missions. They have co-op missions, so you can play it up to 4 players. And they've gotten really fucking creative. Like this game has been out for almost a year now, and
In May, yeah.
yeah, and the community has created some really cool stuff.
Very nice.
So like I was playing this one Snap Map mission that was called Pathfinder. It was like one of the first ones that would pop up on what you should play. And the whole story of the game was you had to go through the level placing beacons across the map, and every like area would have like 3 places to place these beacons. And every beacon you put down, enemies would come, and then you got to put another beacon down. And you're trying
Fight off the enemies.
yeah, and you got to fight them all off. You get like 3 lives to get to the end and so forth. So they get really creative with the Snap Map because you literally can make anything, which is awesome. People make like original Doom maps and stuff like that. It's really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, Doom is, if you have a PC and you're not playing Doom, like you're missing out.
You're not elite.
Yeah, not elite over here. So it is absolutely
us.
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I did play a bunch of shitty games that I'm not even going to mention. There were 40 cents on Steam. Steam's having their winter sale. Showering at Dad is not part of them. I haven't uninstalled that game because you never know when you need to play that.
Never know when you need to shower with dad.
I didn't say it.
You wanted to, though.
Maybe. And so the next game that I did play was Shadow Warrior 2.
All right, so this is the one with Lu Wang.
Really
Lu
wanted
Wang.
to play.
Yep.
A lot, and this is a game that I really wanted to play.
anticipated.
It's
Almost
another,
PC pusher for you. you know?
yeah, it really was because this game isn't coming out to consoles until they released at some point in 2017. They haven't given a date for it yet. I
So
don't
it's
believe.
way off from.
Yeah,
So
I don't
it's-
think anything.
Yeah,
But
who
you
the
did
fuck
play the
knows,
first
though?
one.
So the first one was
bugs.
on console, and I played that. Really enjoyed that game.
Okay.
So very similar to Doom. You're fighting demons, and it's a linear story throughout Shadow Warrior 1. But this, other than Doom, you get swordplay. It's all like in a Japanese setting. Your main character is Lu Wang. Makes a lot of dick jokes. That's all that's going on in this entire game. Mess with the bull, you get the Wang. You know,
Classic.
and that's what it is. So Shadow Warrior 2 was a game that I really wanted to play. One of the first games that I bought on PC, and I'm obviously not disappointed in it.
Nice. A lot of dick jokes in this one as well.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's like his home location is called the Wang Center.
There's dicks coming out of every orifice in this game.
Yeah.
So the Wang Center, huh?
Yeah, the Wang Center. So it's different because this game is not
Center
linear.
of Wang.
This guy.
So this
Okay.
game isn't linear as the first game was.
A little bit more open world.
So
or?
it is open world, but you don't really travel in between sections. You
Give you a
fast
lot
travel.
more ways to use your wang.
Just gonna edit this all.
Yeah,
It's
We better
No
get through this
Man's
segment.
Sky out there, bro.
No Wang
you know.
Sky.
No wang out there.
So they don't give you like you're not driving your car to the next area or running to the next area. You teleport. So you have a teleportation ability where you'll you have a main hub and there's different NPCs in that hub and you can get side missions from them. One person does all the ammos and weapons. They all sell different merchandise and different weapons and abilities.
Like
and
the home
everything.
base.
Yeah, it's like a home base. And so you go there, you get all the side missions, and then you pick and choose where you want to go.
Sounds a little bit like Dishonored, where Dishonored is there's a home base called the Dreadful Whale, which is a ship, and then you go onto your certain mission. But this, it sounds like you can go to any spot that you want, and
Yeah.
then that becomes a little bit more open, like an
Yeah,
open
then
world.
then you can explore.
Yeah.
There's
Similar-
treasure chests and stuff like that.
It reminds me to like Fable when you would have like the
house.
guild,
Yeah.
and then you would teleport to the section. Even though in that game they were all interconnecting if
Yeah.
you wanted to, but kind of similar to that. Drop
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been, playing through that, and then the other thing with the fast travel, like when you go to do like a side mission, if you complete it, at any point in time, you can go back to that location in free roam. So
Oh,
like,
cool.
So like if you beat a side mission and it's just one area, but like that there's other treasure chests or there's other items to find, you could always go free roam that area. And the cool thing with the side missions is a lot of them are procedurally generated.
Oh, all right,
So-
nice. So it's just random every time you go back there.
Yep.
So how does that work for like treasure chests though? Because if it's randomly generated,
the enemies are?
Enemies.
oh, okay. So
enemies
it's not like a level generator.
No,
the level's the same.
The level is the same, but the enemies are different.
Okay.
The only thing that I think is an issue with that is some parts of the level can be like there's no enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Because maybe like it didn't generate in this one particular part of that map. So I found that to be a little bit of an issue. But the story missions are like big story missions. Those aren't randomly generated. Those are set pieces that they make for you. And then the other part of the way that I look at this game now is it's a lot like Borderlands in the sense of the customization of the different weapons. So
Really, I would have just pegged it as like here's a
For
bow and arrow,
swords,
here's
yeah.
a sword, here's a
so
pistol.
you can
Oh.
find the same sword, the same pistol, the same weapon, but it could have a different elemental damage to it.
Okay.
So what they've done in this game is they've actually created the ability to create your Lu Wang, your character, however way you want it to be. So like the
Gotta have that
customization,
customizable wang.
the customization of this game is pretty overwhelming. So like when I first went into like all the customization, like there's all these different elements that you can make. Like relax, you're fucking 12 years old, man.
Yes,
Like
yes, it's
relax.
just,
Dude,
like,
you're
so
lucky you haven't
easy.
gotten the other one.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. So like the customization, like there's a lot of different ways that you can build your character because the game is co-op as well.
Okay.
So you can play co-op
All the way through?
all the way through.
Oh, very cool.
So it's really cool the way that they did it. In that customizing your character, you can make them. So if you want a stealth character, there's an ability to go invisible. You can upgrade certain abilities to do firearm damage, elemental damage, or you're going to be a melee character. There's different moves like powers that you get. Like you can summon spikes.
It's like Diablo.
You can summon spikes underneath people and suck people up into these spikes, and then they're all just spiked up, and then you can hit them however you want.
Nice.
So
You can kind of customize your character. Like, for example, if I was playing with you
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, like this is kind of how I would play, or let's play this way. So you're kind of more of a tank character, but I'm stealth and I go
you
around.
can sit back with a bow and arrow and go invis and snipe people and do
Yeah.
that, and I could be
All
just
right.
raining hell on everyone with
Brooding
like
in.
a I'm going
Guns
more
blazing.
towards melee because they have chainsaws. I just got these talons that are like Wolverine claws. They have like dual swords. They have chainsaw. They have just the regular swords. Like there's a lot of different melee weapons. But the one thing that it does well is even if I'm building a melee centric character, it doesn't hinder you in using firearms and using bow and arrows. You can still use those things and do a ton of damage, but your character is more drawn towards this way. So the replayability, I'd imagine, is going to
Is
be
it similar to like
higher.
Wolfenstein? Because it sounds like what I played Wolfenstein like stealthily, so I had a lot of like my silenced pistol pretty high up there, but it didn't hinder me from using a shotgun or a rocket launcher when shit hit the fan.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's similar, but
I mean, obviously different,
the
but
customization
the melee
is
combat.
that's where
way
yeah.
more extreme.
Okay.
There's all these little stones that you can then integrate into your weapon. So you have 3 stone slots,
It's like Diablo.
which
Yeah.
my shotgun, I take this stone that makes it give toxic elemental damage, put that into it, and
That's
then
even
very-
similar to Fable as well.
Well,
too.
yeah, it's a deep RPG mechanic is what
Yeah.
you have. You have a very deep RPG, just like Diablo, just like Fable, but it's also first person shooter.
RPG, bro.
yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's really sweet, and it plays just like Doom.
The
Very
first one's on
fast-paced.
consoles.
First one's on
Is
consoles.
is that RPG element there or not so much?
Not as much as the second one,
Okay.
but you will get the understanding of what this game is and what this franchise is.
Maybe I'll find it cheap and
Yeah,
pop it in.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun if you enjoy a game like Doom.
Everybody
Like,
loves some cheap wang.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But if you like Doom and if you like RPGs, this sounds like it's right up your alley.
Wang. Say it.
He
unbelievable.
just did.
Unbelievable. So yeah, no,
Unbelievable.
it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm probably like 4 hours into the game right now, and yeah. So
cool.
and then the last game that I played this week was Overwatch.
It happens, man.
a weird game.
It
It
happens.
It does happen. I
Never
mean,
heard
we
of it.
were playing last night on console.
Mm-hmm.
I took a step off my high horse and came
Yeah.
down.
He rode
To the
This
peons.
guy, yeah.
To the peons.
Right.
Yeah,
His donkey.
yeah, he's just like, this wouldn't happen on PC.
The village
You're like, yeah, no
idiots.
shit, because
was
we suck
joking.
and everyone else is great on PC. Whatever.
Yeah, so
We
that's the new
gotcha.
joke. This wouldn't happen on PC.
Well, then my joke back to you was that every PC match must be a stalemate because we can't die.
That joke sucks.
Yeah.
But every time he died, he'd be like, this wouldn't happen on PC, but somebody has to win,
I
right?
didn't realize it was a joke until he literally just said it because I was like, oh, what was the joke? And then he was like, oh, every joke, it must have been a stalemate. And I was like, oh, wait, he did say that. That wasn't funny last night.
yeah.
So he tried
But
it
it's
again.
true. It's like
No,
if
I
every
was-
time
that
we
is my
lose,
blind
though,
mice.
So my joke
Yeah,
was
that was
twice a night.
Yeah, that was swell. Terrible.
So my joke was that this wouldn't happen on PC as I was joking about it because obviously bullshit happens all over the place.
I don't know, dude.
So the main,
What are the differences, though, Gary?
so that's what I want to talk about. The main difference is one, I'm not getting any skins in my loot boxes. I'm
Bro,
on grind.
I fucking
shit.
feel you. I feel you,
So
pal.
I'm like level 15 on PC.
0 skins.
I got like 2 skins.
That's karma.
I guess.
On PC.
I've been helping this guy out.
Yeah,
don't
speaking
know.
of which, when we take a break, I'm popping that on. I got like 4 that I
Okay,
need you to
then
open.
I will
I tried
do
my own. I mean, I
out
did
of-
get 1 Farah. I got the frosted Farah,
There you
but
go.
I got
No tracer.
How much
So-
playtime you have with Farah?
not a whole lot.
Yeah, like
so
0.
the other night, Gary was telling me that you opened up 3 and you got McCree's skin 3 times in a row that you already have
on console.
on console.
So he's dude, you were crushing that shit.
I opened 2 loot boxes today. Same exact player icon.
I got that
The first
McCree
one,
skin, by the
first
way.
one was duplicate. The second time I opened it, another duplicate, and I was like, "It's the same fucking one." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yep.
I got that McCree skin, by the way.
Nice, real fucking nice.
guy's got
Rub
3.
it in.
Yep.
I'm upwards to like 35 loot boxes opened, 3 skins.
You got a couple days left.
Couple days left. I got
so-
enough from the Zenyatta one though,
Yeah.
so I can buy it if I don't get it.
Yep. So the main
Stop
difference.
farting.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
The main difference is the one thing that stood out to me right away is as you're searching for games on PC, it does a skirmish instead of just sitting at a load screen,
Cool.
which is
Practice.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
'Cause
pretty
then
awesome.
for me, when I'm learning mouse and keyboard and I'm learning how to play these games,
It's like getting
on
Practice
PC,
beforehand.
is like you're literally in a while your game's searching, you can see people popping in and out and trying to fill up the match. So there's no like sitting and waiting.
awesome. That's
Which
really
is
cool.
really cool. The other thing is just the characters that are being chosen. Now I'm only playing quick play right now because I got to get to level 25 to play competitive. but in quick play, the characters that are being chosen are pretty different. As far as you see a lot more Widowmakers.
Really? Oh well, yeah. I guess that makes sense.
A lot more
Because
Widowmakers.
yeah.
Because and I even use Widowmaker on PC, and she's fucking ridiculous. Like the precision that a mouse
That's a
gives.
sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see,
so
you're getting there.
Yeah.
You,
You're learning.
Yeah.
you're learning.
Well,
You-
if I can stay awake.
So you see a lot more Widowmakers. You see a lot
like
more
I have to.
McCrees.
Not so much Torborn.
Not so much Torborn, but just the play is just a lot faster pace than consoles, and a lot more precision characters are being used. The other thing that is awesome is the chat. So like you don't have to use a mic.
You just type.
You can just type in the
Yeah.
chat. You can type in the chat, and then when you press enter to type in the chat, you can say whether you want to type to your team
Or everyone.
or the whole
Blizzard.
match. So like if somebody like shits on you or like whatever, like you can just be like, nice play, or like something random happens, like you can laugh. Like I forget what happened, like a Reinhardt flew off the map and everyone was laughing at the Reinhardt.
A little GG easy.
Yeah.
No GGs. I have seen some GG EZs, and it does like nice playing with you guys, like exclamation point. So people still mess around with it, but it's an interesting thing because like the communication is there even when people aren't using mics, which is really cool. So I'm excited to.
Very Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm really excited to continue playing on Overwatch on PC, but I am still playing on console with you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, we were doing some pretty well me and Brian were playing the other day together in competitive.
Yeah, we
I actually got to a career high. So I'm like career high, like 33, 50 or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm like 26, 50, somewhere around there.
Yep. So we were playing together. We won the majority of our games.
I think we lost the last one, and we played like 5 of them, so
Yeah.
we did it.
Well, last night?
No,
No, a couple nights
two.
ago.
Because
couple
last
nights
night we
ago.
won a bunch too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking competitive.
Little
noob.
Shit.
Somebody's
Oh, I know.
under 2,000.
Can you guys
so-
hear my heart breaking? Hold on.
He's putting his nipple to the
They
microphone.
can't. It's my heart, Brian. You pervert.
Well, it looks like you're aiming towards
It's an
your
infected nipple.
Nope, you can't hear.
You're,
it. Can't hear. it
you're
break.
breaking out in hives. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, right.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, don't spread that around.
But yeah, I mean, Overwatch is still a lot of fun. Still a lot of fun. Still crushing loot
I
boxes.
got 2 achievements this week. The one was Zarya, because I never really used her, was to get 6 people inside of her ultimate, which only apparently 8% of the world has this, which I found strange because that thing's very powerful.
Yeah, it's at 8% on Xbox. is
Yeah,
what
it's
it is.
weird.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I just think Zarya is a character that not too many people
mess with her.
use.
Yeah.
And then I got the Junkrat one, which was to use your bomb to knock somebody into your trap.
I don't
I'm
even
not
have
sure
this
if you have to
achievement.
kill the person,
No, you just have to knock them into the trap.
but I usually try to set my trap and my bomb up, obviously right next to each other. So just
It
by
just kind
chance,
of
it just happened, man.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I also got 2, but they're from the May snowball offense one.
I'm
it was
not
like
gonna get that.
You're an idiot for still playing that.
listen, man.
No,
it was
you're an idiot.
those-
25
gotta get
meters
those.
away.
Yeah.
Hit somebody with a snowball. I fucking sniped somebody. It was
How
pretty
many
awesome.
times did you play this game?
I don't know.
Twice.
Probably 3 or 4 times this
Crushed
like
it.
6 days.
3 or 4 times too much.
And then I also got win the entire
Without losing a round.
Yeah, without losing a round, and those are both diamond achievements. So I was like,
Nice.
oh, all right, cool. I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
I
The
played
reason why they're
one
diamond
match.
is because nobody's playing.
I
Main
played
Snowball.
one match of Maze Snowball.
you
I'm like,
win 'em.
thanks.
Yeah, they're easy ways to get loot boxes, man. They're really easy.
Yeah, but every
Well,
time
that
I
doesn't help
play
you out anyway.
in the arcade, I'm always playing Mystery Heroes
Yeah,
or the 1v1 mode.
yeah.
whatever
but
it may be.
fair enough. But anything else besides PC? Or
No, that's it. That's my life.
no? Well, very nice.
It is what it is.
Pick somebody else, sir.
I'm gonna go, Mr. Brian. Let's just go around the horn.
All right. Well, besides Overwatch, I continued my quest to Platinum Dishonored 2, and I would like to just let you guys know it's going swimmingly. I'm on...
Did you platinum it?
Not yet, no, but I'm fucking real close. Real close. I just need like 3 or 4 more
Real
trophies.
close.
I need Clean Hands and
Don't kill
Shadow.
anybody.
Don't kill anybody and don't be spotted. So far, halfway through Chapter 5, and I haven't been seen or killed anybody.
How many resets are we talking here? Like
I
You
would
wouldn't
say-
reset. You
checkpoints,
just
the
saved.
checkpoints.
You just continuously
Well,
save until.
anytime I do something where I'm like, okay, that was a little difficult, let me save. All right, that was difficult, let me save.
Reminds me of like when I play Fallout or something.
Yeah, so I would say
Just kill the guy safe.
any
Yeah.
given I mean, at this point, I know how to play the game. I'm playing through the game.
So you're doing this as
With
Emily?
No, I'm playing through
Corvo.
it as Corvo for
Even
the
without
third
the
time.
he gets Emily's powers.
Yeah, so
Oh,
at
'cause
this
you get
point,
to have them both.
it's New Game Plus, so you get
Yeah.
both powers. So I'm playing through as Corvo right now, and the only two powers that I'm using are the Blink, which is the
And go invisible.
Stop time.
and no, not even none of those
Cloak?
things. Just to see through walls. So I'm using the see through walls and Blink, and I haven't been seen. I just find it. I mean, I just know how to play the game. I understand where I need to be, where the enemies can see me. It happens a lot. Like a lot of times, I'll blink somewhere, and there for any particular reason, there's just a random fucking guard there, and I'm like, great, let me just restart this because they just caught me. But a lot of the time, that's what it is. It's never like, all right, here's the scenario. All right,
And you just clearly fucked it up.
that does happen, but I'm really enjoying that. But so that took up a decent amount of time, but the majority of my week, I've been playing Oceanhorn, Monster of the Uncharted Seas. I think that's what it's called. It's a long title. It's just Oceanhorn. For those of you that don't know, it is a Diablo-esque Zelda, which is pretty cool. It's basically a knockoff
Obviously.
of Wind Waker. So you play... Well, at least it's not fucking
Always
Twilight
have this
Princess.
conversation.
We do.
So,
one do you
Not the
hate
game to
worse?
reference.
so you play a kid, you grow up on an island, there's this hermit, he's like, here's a boat, discover the Oceanhorn is this gigantic monster that, apparently killed your father, and he was hunting it, so now you have to go and hunt it.
Really blows.
The game is actually surprisingly simple. I went in it pretty blind. I just knew what it looked like and the basically how it played. And 3/4 view of this island, similar to like a Bastion, but very, very simple, very basic. The puzzles are not difficult at all. There are the hardest thing to do is a lot of the times you don't necessarily know where to go because you have to bomb a wall, but those walls don't have cracks, so there's no difference between them. So you just kind of have to know, very similar to like Zelda 1, when you're just like,
My favorite.
you got to burn this bush, and then it's just like,
the
what
fuck told
fucking
you that?
bush? So
No
there's
information.
Your bush, huh?
so I'm playing through the game. The combat's kind of shitty, which was really disappointing because if for like a Diablo /
Who likes
Zelda,
shitty gameplay,
yeah,
Combat's where it's kind of hype.
You gotta
yeah,
get it.
so the sword plays bad, I should say, but you do unlock bombs, you unlock the bow and arrow, so that stuff is really good. But so playing through that, like playing through with the arrow and the bombs, that's fine. But it's just the sword play is just not that great. You do get a second sword, very similar to Zelda.
Can you do wheel swords?
No, so you got a sword and
Shield,
shield.
yeah.
You got to block enemies. I will say this though, you know how in Zelda you get like a Deku scrub or whatever, it pops up, or an Octorok or whatever those things are called. It shoots the nut.
Block
You
it
block
at
it,
it.
it shoots it back.
Yeah,
hits
you block
back.
it and it zips it back.
Fires it back.
Do the same thing with this one, but you actually kind of have to aim which way you're going. So I aim it and I hit this thing, and it flips upside down on its head, and its tentacles look like a fucking nutsack. It's just
Maybe it's a nutsack.
it's like a big nutsack,
It's
and then
threw-
it deflates
It
down.
threw a nut at you from its stack.
And listen, I know it. It just I looked over at Tia, and she was watching me play it, and she was like, "I was like, does that look like?" And she was like, "Yeah, that looks like a dick. Looks like
And
a
then
giant
Lu
nutsack."
Wang came out of
Lu
nowhere.
Wang just flopping around. Yeah,
The Wang play.
We were over this.
We're never over this. But so far,
not when the wang's good.
I was trying to get ahead of Justin, so
Yeah.
that way we wouldn't have that happen. But
no, that's not happening.
Yeah.
But so there's what it's seeming like is that there's 3 elements that you have to go collect to defeat Oceanhorn. Very similar to any Zelda game. There's like Earth, fire, and then there's a sun, which you would imagine. Oh wait, no,
Earth, wind, and fire?
No, it's not Earth. It's Earth, water,
good.
and then sun. So right now I'm on the Sky Island. So you basically sail to these different islands to discover.
You sail there on an island?
No, you
get
sail
the
there
boat.
on a little
Oh,
boat,
okay.
and then It's very
I
similar.
thought you said he was on Sky Island. And
No,
then he was
I
like, I'm
am on-
sailing. I'm
That's
like,
the name of
okay,
the
so
island.
I am
maybe
on
the whole
Sky
thing is
Island.
It's
Which
Earthwalk all over again.
It's like space navies.
Yeah.
You never know what's
In
gonna
Wangs.
happen.
So,
On No Man's Sky.
Yeah, the art style is Wind Waker-esque, but not necessarily. I'm enjoying it. I've played about 7 hours. I'd like to think that the game is going to be finished in under 10. Again, it's very simple, very basic for anybody that likes Zelda games. It's keeping my attention to the point where early afternoon today, I was like, man, I should probably shower. But I'm like, I could just finish this one little area,
don't work for
and
this
then I'll
week.
shower. And then I got to that one little area and I finished it. And I was like, oh, okay, like it wants me to go over here. All right. Let me
Long
do that.
story short, he smells absolutely terrible
Yeah,
right now.
it's pretty bad. But
It's
it was another 45 minutes before I was like, fuck. All right, I should all right, I'm gonna put the controller down and go shower because it is keeping my attention and it is simple and fun, and it's not too crazy. Although there is a few parts where you're just like, why isn't there more direction here? It's very obtuse in that way, where you're just like, all right, it's so very handholdy. It's very like, all right, go to Sky Island, and then go find this sword there, and then you'll go to that island, and then there will be no signs, no giveaway of like you need to bomb this wall to get through, and there's no way of knowing that's what you have to do to get through. It's just you kind of have to.
Talk to a random NPC.
No,
or
it's
something.
not. It's not even that. It's just
Sounds awesome.
There's nowhere else to
figure
go.
it out.
You just go, yeah.
yeah. There's
start
nowhere else to
bombing
go.
shit.
Yeah. So a
Bombs
lot of-
aren't cheap, man. They're like 200 coin.
I don't like when games like hold your hand for like the majority of the game, and then all of a sudden it's like now you got to put your brain together because the mentality of me playing through your game, like when I'm playing Pokemon Sun, and it's holding my hand the entire game, and then I just get lost as soon as like there's no marker.
It's like a kid in the store.
That's your own fault.
Yeah, that's
Listen, my brain is one way when that game
Look,
is telling
you made
me
two
this.
mistakes that week. You shopped at Staples and you got lost in Pokemon. That's just how it
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's
can't.
called a bad week,
can't
man.
argue with that.
The new year's about to
You
start.
made two mistakes. Adam.
Fresh start. Let's do a fresh start.
That's true.
Mulligan.
New year, new me.
Yeah,
But the PC was the right choice, so we're off to a good start.
Yeah, off to a very good start.
But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I'll probably finish it and kind of talk about it again next week. But that's really going to be it for me. I'm going to pass it over to Justin.
awesome. I'm excited. So let's see. I nothing really has my attention this week. So I've been jumping games like crazy, playing. What?
I'm just looking at
Yeah.
the games I wrote down for you.
Yeah.
So nothing, right?
So nothing.
No, I said I've been jumping around. I had nothing that held my attention that I've been playing.
Oh.
so
What have you
crazy.
played?
Yeah, what have you played? Sorry.
So we already talked about Overwatch. I jumped back into Assassin's Creed Syndicate to try to beat it because I played it a long time ago and never finished it.
Getting pumped up for the movie that just
Yeah,
came
the
out.
which was-
movie getting amped.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see
Yeah,
that.
we gotta
Michael
check it out.
Fassbender.
Yeah,
He
That
was
his
a good
name?
actor.
yeah, he
Good
is.
actor. Probably terrible movie.
Yeah, I don't have super high hopes for it. So, yeah, I just got back into that. I mean, it's still exactly what everybody thinks it is. I still wish that your characters felt stronger. I'm still beating the like, how many times do I hit a guy with a fucking or stab a guy before he goes down? Like, I stab you 13 times and we're still like tussling. Come on, you've been stabbed. So, you remember like
Yeah.
a lot of just
Have you been
punch,
upgrading your
Yeah,
your
I
item?
fucking buy a new item and you craft it and you buy new ones. Yeah. The other games I felt like
It's a broken
it,
shit.
with the fighting was a little bit more deliberate, I guess, and this one is a lot of just fucking running around and scrambling and punching. I don't know. It feels frantic. I don't like it
enough.
as much as I like the other ones.
That's
So yeah,
Totally fine.
let's see. I don't know if I'll beat it, but I was plugging away at that. I played Bully Scholarship Edition became available for Xbox One, I think a couple weeks ago.
Isn't it
With the
on
backwards
phones
compatible?
now?
Yeah.
it's everywhere.
Yeah,
man.
it's on mobile
Yeah,
devices as
Grand
well.
Theft Autos, a lot of them are on mobile as well. So I actually, that game's awesome. I'm sure everybody's played it by now. It's an incredible game. One thing that I forgot about was the way that they do the school schedule was just the two classes. So I keep fucking going to do a mission and then the class starts. And I've never failed all the classes, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they give you the game over if you flunk out or if you have to keep on going. Have you ever done that?
No, because I'm a good student and I go to classes.
So, hey, maybe I'll just do that and see if you can flunk out. But yeah, that game is still very fun. I played a lot of Pokemon.
Finally beat the Elite Four.
Finally beat the Elite Four, and
The only one.
One, congratulations.
The
Thank
first
you.
time, right?
the first time, yeah, because there's a way to do it and then come back.
Correct. You mean you just walk up to the Elite Four again?
Yeah, you can keep fighting them if you want over and over
and they're
again.
stronger the second time?
So I did it, and then today, Anthony acquired me a Ditto, and now I'm going to make all the Pokemon down to level 1, hatch them using the Ditto. Any Pokemon you put in the nursery with a Ditto, it'll make one into an egg at level 1. I'm going to trade them to Gary's game,
Because you just took my 3DS. from
have
me.
his DS.
Yeah.
I'm going to transfer all the Pokemon I want to keep to Gary's game, and then transfer all my good Pokemon into Gary's game.
To help me finish
Leave
it,
those
because
leave
I'm
those
just-
there
you
for
need
him,
them, yeah.
and some legendaries for
Yeah.
him. Leave those there.
He's lost.
Yeah. appreciate
Transfer all the level 1s back to myself once I start a new game, and go for it.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
And yeah. Oh, there was one more game
The-
that I
the
played. The
shitter
phone
game.
game. The phone game.
Alto's Adventure.
Alto's Adventure. So it's an endless snowboarding game. Very nice graphics. It's very
Minimal.
minimal graphics. Yeah, like the trees are just triangles. They don't try to do
Are
branches.
you going
So very
down
nice.
on the phone?
You're going right. Yeah, and you're going down to the right.
Ski horse?
the
Down
whole
To the
time.
Right. Okay.
So you can
Side scrolling. Think Flappy Wings. What was that?
like
Flappy
Flappy
Bird.
Bird.
Not
or,
Flappy Bird,
Angry
but
Birds.
it was like never mind.
or that really
Tiny Wings.
Tiny Wings. Thank you. Think Tiny
Because
Wings.
there was an old school PC game that I used to play in school that was like a ski game that you went
Oh, you go
straight
down the hill, yeah, and
You
like
gotta-
That's where my
yeah,
head's at,
off the
like,
jumps. Those were
yeah,
sick.
that game
the
was sick.
abominable snowman could get you. and
Chase
shit.
you, yep.
Yeah,
I forget what that game was, but we need to find out.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. You're not
Yeah.
gonna let us know. You
Yeah.
know.
So this game is it seems
true.
to have like a super like trying to go for a chill vibe the way the music is and the art.
Very tranquil.
Yeah, you start off in like a village in Nepal or something like that. So you just the objective of the game is to just go each time you do it, it starts you off at the very same point each time. And to level up, let's say level 1 is like do 3 backflips, make it 1,500 meters, and do this. And if you do all those things, then you level up. And each time it just keeps giving you another one, another one. And I've made it to a point where a person starts to chase you. So if you slow down too much, he's like on his horse. He looks like a Mongolian, and he'll hit you. And
As
there's
Mongolians
typical
do.
Mongolian.
and there's also an endless mode where even if you hit a rock or you fall or whatever, it doesn't bring you back to the top. You just keep going. There's no points. There's no nothing. It's just like relaxed mode.
Cool.
So yeah, it's something you just pick up.
Is it
you know, when you're
free or
pooping.
is
I think I paid 99 cents for it. It looked really good. Just the way the art of it was, you could tell that it was a nicer game. I watched a quick video on it, so I
Very
picked it
nice.
up. Having a lot of fun.
Cool.
It's no steppy pants though.
No steppy pants, but
Still playing
or
that.
Sean with
Still
Dad.
crushing out
taking
steppy
steps in the
pants.
right direction.
Oh.
Did you know steppy pants? You're on the roofs now.
Yeah, I already collected the
crushed
thousand presents.
Yeah, you're a psycho.
Good to go.
Crushed it.
So yeah, that was it. I think that I was supposed to end on Pokemon.
Well, I mean, either way, it's fine.
You forgot.
Do you have
it.
anything
You
else?
messed up the beginning anyway.
I don't
Let's
think
just-
so.
Yeah, you
Alright,
messed
well-
up the beginning. You might as well mess
You weren't
up
even
the end of
supposed
it.
to talk about Pokemon, actually, but
Hey, you know,
Correct. That's true.
different
Right here in
strokes.
front of me. I'm thinking about it currently.
'Cause I
So
caught
yeah,
ditto.
that was it for me. My week was basic like the bitches, right? So you go ahead, my friend. You're up.
All right. So I played the 2 free PlayStation games this month or this week that you got for the month, which was Invisible Ink was the first one. It is a turn-based game that's based on stealth.
Yeah, so it's like a turn-based RPG-esque type of
Tactics,
thing,
like-
tactical game.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling you like it.
It wasn't as like open. It's 2 stealth. I'm not really big. You know, I'm guns blazing.
Yeah.
So stealth wasn't really
Anthony's
like
not a
as
finesse kind of guy.
because you have to like. It's a lot more technical, like XCOM. It has a lot of hidden stuff that you have to do. It's like disarm the surveillance cameras or like take out the power to the whole building so that way you can sneak around a little bit easier. And guards have certain ranges where like they can see you but also like knock you out. So it starts off. You got drunk. You're
way to start it off?
Yeah, you got shit faced. They captured you, and then you wake up in a random building.
Now
And
you
the
have to
agent calls. He's
escape.
like, "You got to get out of this building."
Okay.
So
Sounds very Archer-esque.
yeah, yeah. His
big
name's
fan.
his name's Decker.
Decker?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So
Even sounds similar.
Yep.
She wakes you up, and then you have to escape from the building, and then obviously teaches the basic mechanics of just how it
How the
kind
fuck to
of how
escape.
yeah, pretty much.
These are the buttons.
How the guard's movements kind of work, so you'll stop and do that, and you can knock him out. You can give you a little stun gun to kind of like you get behind the guard, you wait for his movement, and then like he moves so that his back is turned to you, then you'll knock him out.
Yep. I know the movement well. I've been playing Dishonored. Man.
Yeah. So you get by the tutorial level, and then like it gives you pretty much the story is they're supposed to be like a hidden organization that
ISIS.
yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty much. But then they get infiltrated
Oh shit!
by another like group of people.
Mole.
Yeah.
Double agent.
Double A.
moles
This guy's
have
wearing like
moles.
a Kylo Ren mask, and he's like he sees what happens is Decker's on a mission. And then, like, the main lady's talking to you, like, hey, like, something's going
Snake.
wrong.
Is this like a rock and roll phone?
yeah, it's just like,
rock and
let's
roll
do
phone
that.
right here.
Hey, what's up,
Can
bro?
you see that? But
Hello?
she talks to you like, hey, someone's coming to find you, but then she's the one that's actually being infiltrated. And then, like, you have this computer system called, like, Incognito.
So
that she
who
has to,
can
like-
you trust?
Nobody.
No one.
Until
Nobody.
Decker shows up with, like, the helicopter, and then they escape. And then you're left to
You got
PF-70.
double agents and triple agents,
Yeah.
and
So-
quad agents. Like,
Does the gameplay, is it like Final Fantasy Tactics where you have to like, all right, so disable that camera. All right, take out those 3 guards, and then like that's the mission?
That's pretty, yeah. Well, it's, like, long because you're going through a whole building. So, like, it's very, like, because you have to open doors, close doors to make sure,
Is
like,
it
people...
one continuous like story, or are there like separate missions? It's like mission
Separate
1
mission, 'cause you'll-
complete, and then like move on to mission 2.
Because you have to find certain things in, like, different countries.
Okay.
But it's think Dishonored because the people have like the exclamation points like when they see you, and then you have
I'm
to
thinking
quickly.
more of like Metal Gear Solid Tactics. Is what
Solid-
this game is.
pretty that'd work. Only like obviously turn based. So like if you fuck up your movement on your turn and that guard's movement sees you, you're pretty much screwed.
Okay.
It's not good.
It's very like
Are you enjoying it? You sound like you're liking the story, but
it's too much of a micromanagement tactical game.
Okay.
Because like he has a lot of weapons within his arsenal to kind of like help him with the mission, like stun gun, and then you have to disarm the cameras to make it like so that you can see, and then he has to peek around like every corner, make sure guards
So it
not
takes a
there.
lot of time.
It takes a very long time. Matter of fact, the minimum it's the thing said like even on beginning level, the minimum amount of time is like a shit ton of hours.
Perfect.
yikes.
So
I like that. It's very
yeah,
precise.
shit ton. Shit ton. That's like 72. But, but I was not going to put 72 hours into it.
So you played it.
Yeah, and I was
Only
like,
70 hours.
I
not
played 2
72.
levels.
72 is too much.
Yeah, 72 is way too much.
You got the gist of it.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm done.
Uninstalled.
It's still there.
Yeah.
I could uninstall it. But I moved on to Stories, which was the second game from the PlayStation.
we played it at PAX.
We did.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember playing at PAX either.
Me and Brian played it.
Gary
we were
and
probably
I.
off.
Yeah, Gary and
Yeah,
I
we
were
were-
playing it
Doing
for a little bit.
Justin
Talk
was
to
probably
the-
doing his little
Harlem.
checklist.
Yeah.
Doing the
Talk
Harlem,
to
just doing the Harlem
developers.
Shake. You know?
Yeah.
I like the checklist.
Yeah, worked out well. Didn't
But
play
this is
stories,
another
though.
one, top down, very similar to Bastion or Oceanhorn.
Yeah, pretty much. It starts off you are a retired like warrior, and all of a sudden like the king goes like rogue, and you find out he's like killing people, sacrificing them. He's a frog.
Old warriors are very hard to beat, sometimes.
They're so wise.
Is
So
the game broken into stories?
yeah,
Proceed.
yeah, Path of Destinies. So it tells you that beginning part, and then you made a promise to a dying
Author?
mother, author, yeah, that you'd protect her son. And
Son gets kidnapped.
no, he dies.
Oh, okay. Good promise,
That was
bro.
the end of story 1.
Cute funeral.
That was story
No,
2.
it was like nothing. There was like,
Promise me you protect him,
He
I
jokes
will.
it off. He's like, well,
He's dead.
shit, I didn't fulfill that promise. He's like continuing on. He's just pretty much like, should I go to like relax again, or should I continue?
Well, that's one of the best things about this game, from what I remember, is that you get to choose your own adventure type of thing. And like if you've read any of those books, it's like, hey, there's a switch here. Should I pull it? And then if you pull it, yes, jump
Go
to
to
page
page
62.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to that. So like you decide what you want to do, and then it takes you there. But if you chose the wrong thing, sometimes you'll die and have to
how
come
many
back.
times as a kid, Brian, would you pick something, go to page 62?
I mean, it's that Family
read the
Guy
first
skit.
couple,
Oh, I didn't pick that number. I didn't pick that choice.
that,
And go back.
And then
Yeah.
you went back and
Restart.
you picked the other choice.
Yeah, because I'm
I
not
cheated.
well, the thing is that I'm like, all right, so I died there. let's just reload this checkpoint and go back to where I was
what
because
everyone
there's no
does.
point
Yeah.
in rereading the whole thing.
Yeah, I like
Ain't
that when
nobody
you
got
turn
time
to
for
that
that.
page and it's like you died,
And you're
it's
like, damn it.
So what I gotta
What a
start
shitty
the book
page.
from the
Yeah.
beginning
It's
now?
a bad choice.
That's a terrible idea for kids that don't want to read, and they're like, "Hey, it's a choose your own adventure book."
Yeah, you died. Well, I read that book.
and done.
My
yeah,
adventure
How did it
ended
end?
on my first ascent.
main character died.
On an end. First page went left. Shouldn't have.
That was it. End of
Should have
story.
went right.
Should have went right.
Shouldn't have.
Book was done.
Yes.
Story ends.
Son of a bitch.
So this story.
This
How many stories have you played?
chapters.
I mean, you told me there was multiple stories in this game. I'm asking.
like depending on what like he said like what
It's
you,
one long story.
Yeah, it's
but
one
then
long
you're branching paths.
yeah.
Oh, I got you.
So, like,
Okay.
I
it's
skipped
one
chapter.
story that could be multiple for
Multiple.
multiple playthroughs.
It has what it does is at each chapter it gives you a decision to make, but within each chapter you have multiple like mini decisions to make, depending on what you did previously. So I remember the first one was like, do you want to grab the sword that can end the war, or do you want to help your friend out because he's your friend?
You
So
grab the sword.
no, I grabbed the friend
Friend all day.
What? That is
Yeah.
a Brian move.
No, no,
that is not an
that's-
Anthony move.
because the
You
sword
have changed, my friend.
Because
from
the s-
Until Dawn to this, you have changed.
the sword was in two pieces, so it wouldn't
was a good
like
time.
Ah,
yeah.
so that's like a separate side quest.
So I was like, and then obviously I
Do you
wanted.
want to find this sword?
I
like
do want to find it, but
that's
I-
another playthrough.
but he gets a pretty like
Who wants to end the war, though?
Are you really gonna play through this game again?
yeah, 'cause I made some pretty terrible choices.
Okay.
It's very, like I said, it's very interesting. You do level up. It has RPG mechanics to it. It gives you stuff to craft.
From what I remember, the combat system, right? It's very similar to like a Batman.
Very, I'd call
Oh.
it less scaled, like hack and slash.
Really?
It's very easy to
For
understand.
some reason, I remember like countering and like jumping
Actually, yeah,
from one to the next to the next.
Yeah, it'll be an auto counter, so it'll click. If you just hit the button, he'll automatically counter for you. So, like Batman, but not as fast paced. I still
Okay.
say more of a hack and slash.
Okay, fair enough.
But so you can craft different swords, and different swords usually unlock. You have to like stick them into doors to unlock different paths, like chests.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, he's a retired warrior, and it's just really the
Sounds
comedy.
like he's coming out of retirement.
The comedy of it's just funny because the guy who narrates it does the voice for all the characters. So he'll be
he
like,
like-
he'll be like, he can remember. It's like riding a bike or stopping time. It's like it's like the back of his hand, and then
And you're like, oh yeah, okay.
it's like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop in time, no problem.
But it was,
Check.
I found it a little bit more interesting than I thought it would be. Like I said,
Okay.
obviously my decisions in the game were probably shocking to you guys because I went the path of trying to save the friend twice. He dies.
Jesus, man, spoilers. What
So
if
he
we
goes
want to play this
go
game?
for the girls.
Yeah. So don't save
make-
the friend. Go
yeah.
get the sword that
Get
ends
the
the,
sword.
war.
Sure.
Smart choice. I'll probably continue just to see how it ends. But that's pretty much all I played this week.
Very cool. God, Mike, you got anything or
Nothing.
nothing? Shocker. Anyways, we're gonna stop under your thumb there, and we are going to take a quick break and come back with the drunken news. So stay tuned.